How can adding and subtracting fractions help you solve problems? Think about this question during the lesson. Kayla had 9/10 gallon of paint. She painted the ceilings in her bedroom and bathroom. How much paint does she have left after painting the two ceilings? What do you need to find to solve the problem? You need to find how much paint Kayla used on the two ceilings. Then you can find how much paint she has left. Which operation should you use to find how much paint Kayla used on the ceilings? Add to find out how much paint Kayla used for the two ceilings. Find 2/3 plus 1/5. These fractions have unlike denominators. How can they be rewritten so you can add them? To add fractions with unlike denominators, change the fractions to equivalent fractions with a common denominator. How do you find the least common denominator of 2/3 and 1/5? First, you list the multiples of 3 and 5. 15 is the least common multiple of 3 and 5. So 15 is also the least common denominator, LCD, of the two fractions. So to add, you can write each fraction using the LCD, 15, as the denominator. How do you rewrite 2/3 as an equivalent fraction with a denominator of 15? 3 times 5 equals 15. So multiply the numerator and denominator in 2/3 by 5. 2/3 equals 10/15. How do you find the equivalent fraction for 1/5 with a denominator of 15? 5 times 3 equals 15. So multiply the numerator and denominator in 1/5 by 3. 1/5 equals 3/15. Now you can add 10/15 plus 3/15 equals 13/15. Kayla used 13/15 gallon of paint on the two ceilings. Which operation should you use to find how much paint she has left? Subtract the amount of paint Kayla used from the amount she started with. Find 9/10 minus 13/15. How can these fractions be rewritten as equivalent fractions you can subtract? To subtract, you can write each fraction using the LCD, 30, as the denominator. Why is 30 the LCD of 9/10 and 13/15? 30 is the LCD because it is the least common multiple of 10 and 15. How do you write 9/10 and 13/15 as equivalent fractions with a denominator of 30? 10 times 3 equals 30. So multiply the numerator and denominator in 9/10 by 3. 9/10 equals 27/30. 27/30 minus 26/30 equals 1/30. Kayla has 1/30 gallon of paint left. Now you know how to add and subtract fractions to help you solve problems.